Welcome back to the Cannabis Sommelier. I'm your host, Andrew Freedman. Thanks for joining me for another episode of Cannabis and Craft Beer Pairings. Today, I have two wonderful producers from the West Coast, so let's jump right into the beer. Today, I have Happy Little Brut. I believe this is an IPA from Russell Brewing Company. And Russell Brewing Company is in Surrey, BC, so just south of Vancouver, pretty close to the United States border. So Russell Brewing Company was founded in 1995, and they've been doing small batch, unpasteurized beers ever since then, making just great beer. So this one, the Happy Little Brut, was named after Champagne because it's a super dry beer, which I'm very interested in trying. Dry, or Brut being the driest style of a sparkling wine. And then it's also done with Saccharomyces trois. So Saccharomyces and Brettanomyces, two types of yeast. Brettanomyces not always the most desirable flavors. Saccharomyces was actually mislabeled by the lab that had it. So Saccharomyces is known to have like a lot more tropical fruits and esters, and I believe there's some other cool things in here. Dry hopped with Vic Secret and Idaho 7, so fantastic hops. Well, I'm excited to try. Thanks to Russell Brewing for sending this. Great looking beer, nice and clear. It's definitely been filtered. Beautiful color, nice medium straw. It's a lot brighter in person than it looks like in the video. Very appealing aroma. Mango, papaya, passion fruit. But there's something else sitting on top there that I might have to taste to identify. It's got a really nice maltiness to it. Nothing super overpowering. It smells a little bit sour. I'm really excited to taste it. There might be some white flour sitting on top of there. Nice, dry beer. Very fine bubble. Really does coat quite a bit of your mouth. That same pineapple, mango, passion fruit. Just a little bit of the maltiness. Very nice, crisp, refreshing, super dry. I like how dry it is. Absolutely no residual sugar feeling in my mouth. Wonderful beer. So today I have Kings Candy, and this is from West Coast Collective, and I actually have two iterations of it. I have a live rosin and I have a full spectrum extract. So I thought it would be a great time to kind of just examine both of them and compare them. If you're not familiar with these two types of extracts, a live rosin is when you cut a plant down fresh and then you press it under heat and pressure to create rosin, where a full spectrum extract would have been a cured plant, and then this would have been taken and run with a solvent, most likely BHO, but it may have been a propane butane blend, sorry. But you can see quite a bit of difference in the color and the consistency. One is more of a chunky wax, and the other is like a terpy sauce. So let's smell them both up. I'll examine both of them. I'm gonna open this before, and I should make a reminder that I never smell any of this before. Never try the beer. I never smell the extracts beforehand. So they've put a little shield on there so nothing gets on the lid, which is nice. And it smells quite fresh. It's like a lemon pith, grapefruit, maybe a little bit of sandalwood, a little bit musky, and a little bit skunky. Beautiful, and maybe almost like a fermenting apple. And then this is what the live rosin looks like. And so this is processed by Meltszn, and the other one I believe is processed by Formula BC. You can see quite a different consistency. That's much more waxy. And this, the live rosin, does have a stronger pungency. There's almost like, there's that same grapefruit, lemon peel, but there's almost like fresh sea breeze, tropical rain in this one. It's really nice, and I guess that's the preservation of the fresh plant, because it again smells more like a florist shop. Absolutely beautiful. Well, I think we're gonna have to dab the live rosin this time. I believe the last time we did the head-to-head comparison, I went with the diamonds, so let's definitely have the live rosin because that smells fantastic. So let's smell it with the beer first. And I believe how he gets this color consistently, is that the hash is being freeze-dried. The live rosin, I should mention, is being turned into bubble hash first. Wow, it really ramps the beer up. It candies a lot of it, turns it more into fruit punch than kind of those isolated tropical fruits, and it really just makes everything smell a lot sweeter. And from the beer to the extract, it almost simplifies the extract and made the extract more creamy, sweet, and just like lemon cream almost. Very interesting. I wonder what it's going to do on the palate, because I didn't expect it to simplify the extract and give it that creaminess. Well, time for a dab, obviously. Grab this little piece here. Perfect. I have my e-nail set at 520 degrees on my niche tube. Nothing beats live rosin. Such a great preservation of flavor, and so just pure. It's got a nice pininess to it. Lemon. A little bit of this sour apple characteristic. Kind of that fresh sea breeze I mentioned, with a little bit of that tropical rain. It's delicious on the palate. I don't know what else to say. Let's see how it tastes with the beer, if it changes the beer. On the palate, it definitely changed the beer, and I would say this is a winning pairing. As we find, when there's a good pairing, it tends to add body and this perception of sweetness to the beer. That's exactly what happened with this beer. It went from a feeling of an extremely fine bubble and a very dry finish to more of a creamy finish and more rounded all over my palate, almost like what the beer did to the smell of the extract. Really, really cool. That was an awesome change, and I'm excited to continue doing it. What am I excited to eat with this? I'm totally thinking some slow-cooked pork ribs would be fantastic with these flavors. You could really get a lot of nice tangy sauces in there, and I think it would stand up phenomenally. And if you had any kind of citrus flavors, you could really elevate those pieces of the pork ribs. So definitely go and find some West Coast Collective, Kings Candy. This is Bubba Kings collab, so all the cannabis came from Bubba Kings, and then this one was run by Meltszn, so I often praise Meltszn. Shout out to him, fantastic rosin maker, and the full spectrum extract made by Formula BC, I believe. So go grab some West Coast Collective, and definitely go find some beer from Russell Brewing. Fantastic stuff. I hope you'll make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Until next week, cheers.